Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is video number 3. We're going to do a few more factoring trinomial problems. So let's take a look at this problem 16 I stumbled upon. Now, we've learned how to factor using GCF. We've learned how to factor using what I call FOIL backwards with parentheses, right? And the last final thing I want to teach you guys, and this is very important, is look at all three terms here. Do you notice something in common with all three? You see, if I taught you well, you would have noticed, hey, I'm going to factor this with parentheses, right? But what I want to teach you right now, guys, is always try to remember to do GCF factoring first when you can. So GCF first. Okay, GCF first when you can do it. Okay, and I hope you agree all three of them have a 3 in there. So notice, guys, I'm going to do a GCF of 3, and that leaves me n squared minus 3n plus 2. And I'm just going to double check my work here. That's 3n squared, that's minus 9n, that's plus 6, right? Okay, so that's looking really good so far. Now notice what I have left in parentheses is a trinomial that I can actually factor using FOIL backwards. And I'm just simply going to go n times n for n squared. Okay. For the 2, I'm simply going to go 2 times 1 for the 2. And then how do I get my minus 3n in the middle? Well, that's simple. I'm just going to do negative 2 and negative 1 to make the negative 3n. And let's make sure we don't forget the GCF that was in front. So our result is 3 times n minus 2 times n minus 1. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you factor. So pause the video if you need to. Okay, so guys, why don't you try to factor this problem first? Pause the video, write the problem down. Okay, did you notice that all three terms are even numbers? In other words, I can divide by 2. So my GCF is 2. And again, just to double check, that's 2r squared. That's minus 16r. That's plus 30. All right, doing great. Again, notice the trinomial left over can be factored quite simply as r times r for r squared. 15 is 3 times 5 for 15. How do I get a minus 8r? Oh, how about if we do negative 3 and negative 5? Again, don't forget the initial 2 GCF. So what's my final result? 2 times r minus 3 times r minus 5. Pause the video again if you need to. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So I'm going to do this one again with you. And then, of course, I'm going to give you a chance to do more on your own before I go over it. So, guys, what's the first thing I'm looking for here? What's the first thing you notice? All the numbers are even, aren't they? So why don't we do a GCF of 2? That wasn't so hard, was it? Again, I'm just going to double check. That's 2p squared plus 14p plus 24. Okay. And now the trinomial can be factored into 2 parentheses, right? FOIL backwards. P times p is p squared. Now, 2 times 6 is 12, but that doesn't give me the 7, does it? Because 2 and 6 is 8. Or 2 minus 6 is 4. So how about instead of 2 times 6, we do 3 times 4? Yeah, 3 times 4 is 12. And I know 3 plus 4 is 7. And don't forget to bring down the 2. Voila! We have completely factored that trinomial expression. Pause the video if you need to. Okay, one more, guys. Try this one first on your own. Pause the video. Okay, hopefully you notice they're all even again. So my first step is I'm going to do a GCF of 2. Let's just double check. That's 2n squared. That's 2n. That's minus 12. All right, we're on our way. What was the next thing you should have done? Yeah, let's go ahead and take n times n for n squared, right? 2 times 3 is 6. How do I get a 1? How about a 3 minus 2 is 1? Bring my 2 in front, my GCF right there. And that, guys, is your complete factorization of that trinomial. Pause the video one last time. Okay, guys, so hopefully my videos on factoring will help you. This is definitely a skill we will practice over and over again throughout the rest of the school year. Until next time, bye.